Futures down sharply as global markets take a big hit in response to President Trump's tariffs announcements. And just moments ago, China announced plans to implement 34% retaliatory, tariffs on U.S. goods starting April 10th.
Wow. Thanks for coming back, guys. This is another episode. You ain't going to want to miss this, man. China slaps a 34% tariff as of April 10th, I believe. So you ain't going to want to miss this. Remember, it's reciprocal tariffs. So if they put another 35% or 34% or whatever that was, 34%, yes. And Trump's going to put another 34% on. Just watch. Watch to the end, guys.
So senior White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich is watching all this. She's a little seasick, and she joins us now. Jackie, tell us the latest. And you have your own landscaper issues, it sounds like.
I do. I do. You know, Brian, this market reaction was a shock to everyone, really, except for President Trump, who likened it to a scheduled medical procedure to treat a sick patient.
Now, if you follow Trump for so long, you know there's code in everything he says.
I think it's going very well. It was an operation like when a patient gets operated on, and it's a big thing. I said this would exactly be the way it is. We have $6 or $7 trillion coming into our country, and we've never seen anything like it. The markets are going to boom. The stock is going to boom. The country is going to boom.
And his administration is echoing that line, even as the impacts keep coming. This morning, China announcing retaliatory tariffs of 34% effective April 10th. That, by the way, is exactly the kind of countermeasure that Treasury Secretary said would prompt escalation from the U.S., repeatedly warning against it. The president's aides maintain the strategy will work and the fallout will be short, despite recession warnings from some economists.
It's work. Have faith in Donald Trump. It's going to work. I have faith in him. It'll all work out. This guy right here will fold eventually because most of our economy deals with working with China. And if our money don't go to China, who do they got? They only got us, really.
This will be a short time of uncertainty, and then we'll move back to the prosperity that this president has envisioned, that he is so bold and so willing to fight for. And I couldn't be more proud and stand next to him. The new golden age of prosperity will move in.
Now, there are some signs that the president's prescription might work. General Motors announcing plans to boost production of light-duty trucks in the U.S., announcing that it is hiring several hundred temporary workers as the auto industry also grapples with sector-specific tariffs.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox.
It's going to be amazing once
a moment
it all happens.
The renaissance of American manufacturing coming because Donald Trump is bringing them back. He's driving them back. $6 trillion, he said today, he's got committed to America. It's unbelievable.
And other countries are also responding. Mexico and Canada both hastening negotiations with the U.S. toward a new USMCA trade deal. Eric Trump posting to X, I wouldn't want to be the last country that tries to negotiate a trade deal with Donald Trump. The first to negotiate will win. The last will absolutely lose. I've seen this movie my entire life. Meantime, Democrats are sounding off about the inflationary impacts of this plan. In the House, planning to force a vote to try to kill the tariffs entirely, guys.
All right. Thank you so much.
Jackie.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. The Democrats are trying to, and like 5 Republicans are trying to kill all these, but they're not going to be able to at the end of the day. Only thing we're seeing is who's with us and who's against us. So you know who not to vote for. It's perfect. It's easy to see. Who's the enemy? The Democrats and those 5 Republicans.
Brian?
So this just came across, guys. So China officially has retaliated. You know, when you put the fentanyl penalty along with the tariffs issued yesterday, we have tariffed China over 50%. They have just responded. They don't want to be bullied, air quotes. they with a 34% tariffs. They also listed 11 American companies of so-called unreliable entities, and they're going to halt chicken imports too. Listen, we get a lot more from them than they get from us. Yeah, and drone.
Don't forget about Temu. Your Temu orders
Companies
might be a little late.
A lot of it's going to hurt the defense industry too, because a lot of the parts that we use, sadly and astoundingly, that our Pentagon uses are from parts and materials that we get from China. So this is a big wake-up call. The other big story is pharmaceuticals are going to be targeted as early as today. Why? Remember, we don't make any drugs here, but yet we use them all. So how do you bring manufacturing back? Well, if you're in Ireland, there's no reason to come here. It's at 0%. But now we're going to start bringing them back as tariffs hit. Lastly, about China, it looks like we're going to tariff third parties that buy Venezuelan oil. Guess who buys Venezuelan oil? China. So they could be hit in the oil pocket too.
Well, Brian, I think the statement that they produce in they're being bullied is comical. They steal products. They use slave labor. They spy on everything that we do, especially if you're a company there, you got to turn over all your data to them as well. And they use that to build up. They're funding some of our enemies as well. So if there's anybody getting bullied, it's the United States. We finally you got COVID as well. Good point, Ainsley. So what we have now is a president that is taking it seriously and taking it to China.
Yeah, and Bill Ackman, who is the billionaire hedge fund guy, he said, my advice to foreign leaders is that if you have not already reached out to President Donald Trump, you need to do so immediately. Trump is, at his core, a deal maker who sees the world as a series of transactions. Based on his track record to date with foreign governments, law firms, and universities, he is a tough but fair negotiator. He loves to make deals, and he loves to get things done promptly. Promptly. I expect Trump will reward the early deal makers with fairer deals than those that wait to sit down at the negotiation table, which sounds just like what Eric Trump said. And Donald Trump said, every country has called us. That's the beauty of what we do. We put ourselves in the driver's seat. So I think if you're one of the first few countries that's calling him, trying to make a deal, that's the one that's going to get those countries are going to get the headlines and going to say they're working with the United States. So I think it would be smart if they were doing this. It looks like they might be behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're all going to call.
Join large scale.
All going to call. At the end of the day, we'll be fine. Just relax. I know some of us are losing a lot of money. I'm down like $2,000 in the stock market. It's all good. I have a smile on my face every day because I know dang well eventually I'm going to be so far ahead and you're going to be so far ahead. So it's all right. Just relax. It will be great. So, man, just
battles with military
hang on.
The online action game.
Hang on, and we will be there. So, thanks for watching, and please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode. Thank you.